welcome to the clinic. How have you been? Good, I'm good, thank you. Have you been here before? Because I don't recognise you. Oh, okay, this is your first time. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to take a few details from you if that's alright. Just log them onto our system. Yeah? Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so what is your full name? And your address? Oh, I don't live far from there. And what is the postcode? And what actually brought you to the clinic today? Like, what is the reason for you wanting to have a facial examination? Yeah, no, that's fine. So just sort of like, just irritated a little bit, like dry, irritated skin. It's quite common, especially like in the winter. But yeah, no, we'll get that all checked out. And lastly, like, how would you sort of describe your skin? You look quite fair, yeah? Cool. Is there anything that we should know about, like any acne or scarring, anything like that? Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, so let me just finish filling this out. If you just wait a moment, and then I will be with you and I will explain everything that's going to happen during the examination. Okay? Bear with me one second. Okay, so now that's all done. Firstly, I'm just going to explain briefly what's going to happen during the examination. So, firstly, we're just going to sort of feel around the neck, under the chin, just around the cheekbones and the forehead. Just feel for any lumps, anything that's a bit abnormal. I'll be putting on some latex gloves. So, are you allergic to anything? No skin allergies, nothing like that. Okay, cool. So yeah, well, first I'll be putting on some latex gloves. I'll be feeling around just for any lumps, bumps, anything like that that catches my eye. Then I'll be doing a little swab of your skin, so it won't hurt at all. But I'll just be taking a tiny little scraping of your skin, and then we sort of can send the flakes of skin off to like a lab, and they can check for any sort of more serious skin problems like psoriasis, stuff like that. But I promise it won't hurt one bit. And then just want to be having a little close look into the skin, shine some lights on the skin, sort of get a close-up look and feel of that. And lastly, I just want to measure your face, so just so we can get sort of an idea in our database for your facial structure, stuff like that. Just sort of measure the, your nose and your cheekbones and around the face, just so we can put that into our database. Is that okay? Okay, cool. So, I'm going to be putting these on. Is it alright if I just have a little feel of your face? Yeah. Just gonna move in a little bit closer. Okay, just gonna feel around the cheekbones and the chin. Have a little feel of the forehead. Okay, everything feels fine. Now would you have a little feel underneath your neck? Yeah, I can feel that a little bit. Nothing too worried about though. Just a little feel around here. And just on the forehead again. And around the temples. That all feels normal. I just want to feel a tiny bit into your hairline as well. Just because sometimes with the sweat and the hair we can get some issues around the hairline. And just a tiny bit more of the neck. Okay, so that all seems perfectly fine, to be honest. I'm just going to get a light and have a little bit of a closer look. And so I've got two lights. I've got this one that isn't that bright, and then I want to shine a very, very bright light onto it just to have a little look. So, okay, I'm just going to get close up. During this time of year, the skin tends to dry out quite a lot anyway, because of the cold weather and stuff. So don't think it's anything to be that worried of. But we will have a little look, and if there's any issues, we'll let you know. Okay. So I can see there's just a little bit of dryness on the cheekbones. Doesn't look like it's anything to worry about. It just looks like it's a little bit dry here. Do you moisturise your face? What moisturiser do you use, sorry? Okay. Yeah, that's quite a good one. E45 as well is good for sort of like any eczema, stuff like that. Do you use foundation every day? Yeah, see, that can also dry the skin out a lot. You don't really need foundation, to be honest. Your skin's very clear and very like glowy. Maybe even just putting on maybe a lighter foundation or maybe even just some powder might be good for your skin. Okay. Now I'm just going to shine this light a tiny bit brighter, but I won't shine it on you for long. Okay, good. So everything seems to be fine. The only concern that I have is the dry skin that's just slightly on the cheekbones, and your T-zone is a tiny bit oily, but that's perfectly normal to get some oily skin around here. But that is the only thing I can observe from this. So I'm just I'm just going to write down everything that I've observed just for study, if that's alright. So bear with me one moment. Okay, so I'm just going to write this down, bear with me one moment. And what was the concerns that you said that you had with your skin, like the reason that you came here again? Yeah, I can see that. Have you been to anyone before, like even if it isn't us, have you been to anyone to sort of have any checks on the skin? No? Okay. And what sort of stuff do you use for it at the moment? Is it stuff that's just bought in, like boots and stuff like that? Do you know the names of any of them? Yeah, that's a really good one actually. We suggest using that as well, so yeah, that's a good one. So there was no abnormal lumps or bumps or anything like that we could feel when we would sort of, you know, touch in the face and stuff like that. There was nothing we could do from that. And as I said, the only observation I could make was the slight dry skin and the oily skin on the T-zone, but that was about it. So nothing abnormal really. At the end of this, we will just suggest maybe like a cream you can go buy, unless it's really bothering you. We don't really recommend anything really, like just sort of moisturise a lot, and yeah, it all should go away on its own, especially with summer coming. So next, you've got foundation, haven't you? Yeah, is it alright if I just wipe off some of that makeup just so I can see underneath the foundation? So I'm just going to wipe off this stuff that you already have on, this foundation and powder and wells. See, you really don't need any makeup on. Your skin is so clear and lovely. Okay, so next we're just going to take a little scraping of your skin. So all we're going to do is, we won't feel anything, it will just feel like someone scratching you lightly, and we're just going to take the tiniest little scraping of skin, and we're going to send the little flakes off to a laboratory to just have a look if there's anything more serious. I mean, I really doubt it, but you know, it's always best to check. It can check for things like psoriasis and eczema and stuff like that. Yeah. You don't have any skin conditions already, do you? No. Okay. Just double checking. So this isn't gonna hurt. just going to take a little bit here, a little bit more here. Cool. So, just going to put these in a little compartment and write your name on it so that we can send it off to the lab. Cool. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take some measurements of your face. Now, this is more just for our database, so we can look into like facial structure, stuff like that. This isn't really necessary for you. It's more, yeah, just for the database. So we're just going to start off by measuring across the forehead. Okay. And now just down the nose. Okay, and also just round the whole circumference of the head. Cool. And the cheekbones. Okay. Okay, let me just jot those down, 1 second. So, forehead, 6 centimeters. The circumference, centimeters. The nose bridge, and the cheekbones. Also just going to measure across the chin. Okay. And the full length of the face. Yep. And even just the eyes, so how widespread they are. So, yep. Exactly the same. You've got a very symmetrical face, which is a good thing. Apparently that is a measurement of beauty. And then just from the lips down. And the lips wide. Good, good, good. So, let me just have a little look at my notes, read through everything, type it all up, give me like a few minutes and then I will get back to you, okay? Okay, I'm just going to type up all these notes, bear with me 1 moment. Okay, so okay. So, I think the thing to recommend is to just keep moisturising your face. A moisturiser that I always recommend is E45. It's really good. If you read it, it says treatment for dry skin conditions, dry flaky skin, eczema, itching skin, dry psoriasis, and even sunburn. There's not really any harsh chemicals in it, I don't think. And it says here that it is unperfumed and non-greasy and clinically proven to treat and soothe dry, itchy, flaking, chapped, rough skin. So, I would just suggest applying this maybe like once a day, twice a day, beginning of the day and end of the day. And what we'll do is we're just going to apply a bit for you now, to just show you sort of how it feels. I'm just going to put these back on. So, just going to put the tiniest bit of this on for you. Literally just the tiniest amount. So that all looks perfect. What I'm going to suggest is, get some E45, and possibly just come back in maybe like 3 to 6 months and we'll reschedule another appointment, just to check how you're doing and see if anything's got better or worse. But I assume that when the weather starts to get a bit better, that it will start to look and feel a little bit better. Okay? It was really good having you. You've been a lovely client. Okay, thank you. See you later. Bye bye.